Hey guys, I wanted to thank you for your interest in my Honda S2000, and as I'd promised, I wanted to make a video. I'm not a videographer and I completely suck at this, so we'll see what happens. Alright, so again, this is 2007 Honda S2000. Just washed and waxed it. As you can see, the body's in great condition. I'm going to try to highlight some of the pros and cons of the car. I have tracked the car, but it's still in great condition. Every bolt that I've touched is torqued to spec. As you can see, the exterior is real nice. Again, just detailed it. I've got a Porter cable, a bunch of pads and stuff. Luso Oro wax, recommended by Phil from Detailer's Domain. Really good. So I'll show you a little bit about the car. First mentioned, it's got some rock chips on the front, so I'm going to try to document those really well. See if this thing will focus in here. As you can see, it's not dirt. Unfortunately, those are rock chips. I've taken it to the Dragon several times, as well as few track days, one autocross, and it's been a great car, but it does get a little road rash when you're following a Mustang a little too closely down the front straight of CMP. So my plan, of course, was to respray the front. Speaking of paint work, the rear end has been resprayed. A buddy of mine, we were both parked and he just pushed the clutch in. He was probably this far from me and he just pushed the clutch in, and he had a tow hook mount on the front of his car to his bolted to his tow hook, and just nicked me right here. It just indented right there. Took it to Apex Auto Body. They did great work. There's no trash in the paint, no runs. It is quite professionally done, and it looks great. Y'all probably noticed that I've used up my brakes quite a bit and changed pads a lot. Pad life is still really, really good for the rears right now, as I don't have a track event scheduled. Tires are in great condition. They only have probably a few thousand miles on them, but these are Continental Extreme Contact DWs. 255s in the rear, 225s up front. As you can tell, the tread's really good. I've got the alignment specs a little aggressive. 1.8 negative camber in the front, and -2 in the rear. 0 toe, and a little toe in the rear. Really takes out the understeering tendency of the car. It makes it very neutral handling. One thing I noticed when I was cleaning the top is that there is now, I don't know if you can see it here, very small tear in the top here. And there's the interior, just cleaned it, but I don't know if this camera will do it justice. But as you can see right there, there's a small pinhole. Doesn't leak, that's been there for a while. So how that happened, when I bought the car, unbeknownst to me, the soft top straps were completely worn out. I mean, they were sagging bad. So I took it, I've got Honda Care on the car. Honda Care is good through September of this year, and they said they would have to charge me for the top, but they wouldn't charge me labor. Anyways, make a long story short, I just ended up buying Modify straps, and that lessened the wear on this, but that was probably 3 years ago. So over time, that just kind of over time, that just kind of starts to wear a bit. As you can see, the dash is fairly pristine. No scratches, anything like that. Driver's side floor mat, a little discolored from the rest of it, usually due to the sun. I'm a top always down sort of guy, so as you can see, the seats are great. The side bolster here, a lot of these you'll see them squished. I do my best is when I get out of the car to kind of massage this back together, making sure it doesn't lay down. So let's see, trunk. Show you guys the trunk here. All VINs are matching, even when I had the paint work done to the rear bumper. Of course, you can see the VIN tag there, right there. Oh, that was left over from detailing. In the trunk, I actually probably should have vacuumed this out. I'll be sure to do that before you guys decide to purchase, of course. And of course, all the VINs are matching on the door here and here. Current mileage on the vehicle as she sits right now. Take it out of gear here. No 06 and up, it's 07, so it's got VSA, which is really nice. Saved my butt on the Dragon a few times, but turned off on the track. So current mileage on the car, 57,011. Current oil life after coming back from the Dragon is 80%. I always use Mobil 1 full synthetic with the OEM Honda filter. So we'll just crank it up for you. Fires right up, nothing wrong with that, and there damn well shouldn't be with 57,000 miles on the car. Stock radio, and yes, I do have the radio code and all the owner manuals in the vehicle. A little hard to do one-handed. There we go. I didn't really detail underneath the hood, so I apologize. It's a little dusty, but swap the clutch fluid here. Believe that is ATE in there. Yeah, ATE Type 200. Had that left over from one of the brake bleeds. This was the last bottle of ATE Super Blue. Rest in peace, Super Blue. You were great. Cannon filter. I don't want the motor sucking while the top's off, so I'm just going to cut this off. So, yeah, little K&N there. Of course, if you are a die-hard OEM guy, you can swap that out with an OEM filter, but I didn't really do it for any power gains. I just like the fact that they're cleanable and don't really have to worry about it. See VIN there, OEM filter. What else? Transmission and diff were recently flushed. I use Amsoil in the rear, Honda manual transmission fluid in the front. Both headlights work, and the tail lights work. All in all, I mean, this is a mechanically perfect car. You know, I give the body an 8 out of 10 here. But just really, really gorgeous. I hate to see it go, but I'm selling it to get another S2000. So there we go. I don't know if you can see it here. Two very, very small dings. One right here. And I just hadn't gotten around to getting the paintless dent guy to take care of it. And I don't know if you can see it here, but there is a very, very tiny one right there. Steady my hand here. I don't know if you guys can see that or not. So, I took the wheels off when I cleaned it. Cleaned the inside and outside, the lug holes and everything. What else? Oh, I'll drop the top for you guys so you can see how that works. I mean, I'm sure you already know how it works, but see that it does work as advertised. Hope y'all like Audio Slave. You can see the bar folds nice and neat. Bam, nice and flush. So seats still good. Shifter. 2007, very strange year. I drove another one. I thought it was just this car, but 2007s strangely have a soft clutch. So releases right at the top. Doesn't slip much unless you get up into, you know, doing a really hard second to third shift. And it's always done that, but I removed the CDV to kind of lessen that, and that worked, but it still happens. And it's happened since I've owned it, so not really worried about that. Plans for an ACT street disc would have been in order if I don't sell it. So. Again, I don't mind keeping the car. I love this car, but really love Grand Prix White. That was my first color choice, and starting to really get an affinity for the CR. So if I can find my unicorn GPW CR, then that would be it for me. I think I've covered everything. There's one more VIN. Please PM me, text me, call me with any questions. There's a VIN right there. And I'll be happy to answer them. I just try to, yeah, that's how anal I am. Notice that the center caps are facing the right direction until I, you know, of course, spin the rear tire a little bit faster than the front. But, you know, this is how I roll. CR lip came on it when I bought it. And then the AP1 rear deck lid, as the car sits right now, minus the tires, is exactly how I bought it. So, yeah, like I said, you guys got any questions, concerns, comments? Lovely car, but not for me, or yes, I want it. Just let me know. Be happy to sit down with you and work out the deal. So, again, this is Brett. Thank you for watching.